Thank you. We're at the end. Hey everybody, I'm Cortez and I'm a critic, and welcome to the final 2025 NFL Preview Rapid Fire Show as we are in Los Angeles to talk about the Chargers. And gotta be nice. You gotta be nice. So Harbaugh is taking this Charger team. I think last year, as disappointing as it was, it really did not change, in my opinion, of what the Chargers have been. This is a team that seems to be very confident going into the regular season. They make a statement here and there. They don't beat the Chiefs. They get into the playoffs heavily favored, and they disappoint. And that is a balanced breakfast for the Chargers. I feeling that similar to Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville, I wonder if Justin Herbert is being not underutilized but underappreciative. I feel like he should have the same kind of talent like the Joe Burrow, the Baker Mayfield have. Like, he should be having the better toys. He should be having the big quality players, the receivers, the running back. And I feel like he's not getting those caliber of players, whether it's from free agency or the draft, and he still puts up A+ numbers here and there. So to me, when it comes to the Chargers, it just feels like, man, can you imagine if he would have got like, and I hate to say it, but can you imagine if Winston Johnson was a good receiver? But he wasn't. So yeah, I don't know what the Chargers are going to do, but Charger fans, these are the 3 games that I think that you need to pay attention to. Week 5 versus the Washington Commanders. It's a non-conference game. It's an early matchup, Week 5, but it is against a very hot team in the Washington Commanders. Could this be a Super Bowl preview? Of course it is. Why not? I'll give you that. But for this matchup, I'm going to say this is a good test to see, one, more can Jay Daniels compete with the big boys of Los Angeles, but 2, maybe a good test for the Chargers to play against very competitive, very, focused teams. Washington have much grander expectations in their second year than the Chargers do. The Chargers should be what the Commanders were. Be looking at, at potentially going beyond a conference championship appearance. And the the Chargers didn't. So this is a good test to test the mettle of the Chargers. Week 14 versus Philadelphia. You're going against the defending Super Bowl champion and you're hosting them. That should be an advantage in your favor. It's week 14. Both you and the Eagles will more than likely be trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, whether it's division, whether it's playoff seeding, or what have you. So this is definitely a test. Plus, the Eagles are coming from Philadelphia across the country to your house. Talk about an opportunity to give them a nice welcome home present by giving them a loss, plus benefiting your guys' record moving forward in your own division and overall record. And then because next week you're going to Kansas City. Week 15 at Kansas City. You think I forgot about that? No. Every AFC West opponent must have the Chiefs as one, if not both, of their 3 major matchups for the season. You all have to beat the Chiefs. And I mean, at best case, at least once. You cannot give the Chiefs 2 extra wins because of you. And the Chargers, you always seem to be the team that everyone keeps saying, come on, the Raiders and the Broncos are not going to do it. The Chargers, it's up to you. But now it feels like the Raiders and the Broncos are the ones having more success against the Chiefs. And the Chargers are like, dude, could you help us out and beat the Chiefs at least once? So Chargers, week 15 at Kansas City. If you have any hope of winning this division and finally dethroning the Chiefs, you gotta beat the Chiefs. And nothing says more of an impact than beating the Chiefs in Kansas City. So, Charger Nation, Chargers, Herbert, everyone. Week 15 at Kansas City, perfect test. Highest point 11 wins. I don't see the Chargers blowing anyone out. I see the Chargers being good. 12 wins maybe, but 13, 14 wins, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think Herbert, as talented enough, can help his receiving core offensive weapons do it. Yes, they had great success. Yes, they had some. McConkey was fantastic. But I feel like they need something more. They need something more to make that offense be a 30-point type of offense. The defense was sound. But I'm not going to say without Joey Bosa they're going to drop drastically. But I'm like, Joey Bosa was a big captain of that defense. So I'm kind of expecting a little bit of a letdown. I mean, hopefully not tremendously, but I feel like this Charger team is more of an offensive focused team. The offense is going to dictate the future of this thing. And if somehow the defense cannot hold here or there, 9-8, I feel like the offense will be enough to do it, but there might be games like what the Bengals went through last year where, man, I wish my defense can help us out sometimes. I really wish they could help us out, but they're not doing it this year. Or not doing it this time or this week. So if that happens, then Chargers 9-8 might be the lowest point. I still believe they're good enough to do at least 9 wins. My MVP candidate, until someone else does it, I still have Justin Herbert. I still have the quarterback being my guy that's going to help the Chargers move forward. The question is, his 2 playoff performances have not made me feel confident beyond that, but at least in the regular season, he's pretty much what the last quarterback was. And Phillip Rivers as, yep, you're following the same footsteps as he is. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe not. Verdict. I still see the Chargers the playoff team. Until otherwise, I still see the Chargers as a playoff-bound team. Now, I kind of feel the same way I felt about them last year. They'll make the playoff. I just didn't think they'll lose in the first round or lose the way they did against the Texans. I would not be surprised if I see this team win a playoff game. Do I see them getting to the conference championship? Not really until I see something else, but for this preview show, I have them at least getting to the dance. And let's see if they make some noise. And that is the Chargers. And that concludes the 2025 Rapid Fire Preview Show. I'd like to thank you all for watching these videos and thank you to the very end. I will see most of you probably at the end of the season when I do my NFL season recap of all 32 teams. But until that time, until we meet again, I'm Cortez, and I'm a critic. Thank you very much for watching.